Hello and a warm welcome to Rajya Sabha TV. From my entire team here, we would like to wish you a very happy Republic Day. Glad you could join us this evening. Here are the headlines of this hour. A proud nation showcases its diverse strengths on the 69th Republic Day. Leaders of the ASEAN countries witness the 10-nation bloc's flag and also their nations' flags fly over Rajpath for the first time. Padma Shri is awarded to citizens of each nation to mark the occasion. President Ramnath Kovind takes his first salute of the parade, presents the nation's highest military honor, the Ashok Chakra, to the mother and wife of Indian Air Force Corporal Jyoti Prakash Nirala. "23 tableaux from various states and ministries showcase India's cultural diversity. All India Radio makes a parade debut. Gujarat displays Sabarmati Ashram, while Chhatrapati Shivaji is the focus of the Maharashtra floats. And in the Australian Open, defending champion Roger Federer is one match away from a 20th Grand Slam singles title. Will meet Marin Cilic in the finals tomorrow. And Rohan Bopanna and Time Babos will take on their opponents in the mixed doubles finals as well. Our top story: the celebrations of the 69th Republic Day took place at Rajpath on Friday in the presence of the leaders of 10 ASEAN nations who attended the event as chief guests. But the crowd favorite this year too were the tableaux representing the culture and heritage of the states. Here's a report.
Showcasing India's cultural and social heritage, a total of 23 tableaux made it to the 69th Republic Day parade, 14 of which represented different states and union territories. The tableau from Karnataka depicted the state's wildlife. The tableau from Himachal Pradesh depicted the Buddhist influence in the state's Lahaul-Spiti region, showing a bird's-eye view of the Kei monastery. The tableau from Maharashtra showcased the coronation of Maratha warrior Chhatrapati Shivaji. The Assam tableau at the parade presented traditional masks used in religious dances and drama in Vaishnav monasteries and prayer halls. Rural tourism was a theme of the Uttarakhand tableau. While Tripura's tableau represented a combination of beauty, elegance and exquisite designs through its handicrafts. Ramgarh's ancient amphitheatre, also known as a Natya Shala, where the plays of Kalidas were performed, was a theme of Chhattisgarh's tableau. A creative depiction of Sangat and Pangat, a common mode of obeisance and community social service, was offered in the Punjab tableau. One of the most popular folklores of Manipur, the story of Khamba and Thoibi, a tale of youthful love, was a theme of Manipur. 2017 marked the completion of 100 years of Sabarmati Ashram, which was represented in the Gujarat tableau.
Well, the 69th Republic Day celebrated 25 years of India-ASEAN partnership, with all 10 heads of states attending the grand parade at Rajpath as chief guests for the first time ever. The colours of ASEAN were in full display at the Republic Day ceremony. From tableau to performances, march pasts and fly pasts, the spirit of ASEAN was present throughout the parade.
Republic. India and Lao PDR have enjoyed ancient...
The 69th Republic Day celebrations witnessed an unprecedented event in India's history. Heads of states of all 10 ASEAN nations, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Brunei, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar and Vietnam, attended the parade as chief guests. They were warmly welcomed by the Prime Minister at Rajpath. The Republic Day parade too celebrated the spirit of 25 years of India-ASEAN partnership. For the first time ever, the parade started with a flag march by a contingent of the Rajputana Rifles Regiment carrying the ASEAN flag as well as the flags of the 10 ASEAN nations.
And the flags are being carried by a contingent of Rajputana Rifles Regiment of the Indian Army led by Subedar Ram Jangu of 2 Rajputana Rifles.
The ASEAN leaders watched the grand parade sitting on a 100-foot bulletproof stage along with President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. An ASEAN tableau also rolled down Rajpath, named ASEAN India at 25. The tableau made by the Ministry of External Affairs portrayed historical, civilizational and religious links as the binding force between India and ASEAN countries. The front portion of this tableau portrayed the Mahabodhi temple and Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya, where Gautam Buddha attained enlightenment. The rear part depicted a melange of diverse Southeast Asian Ramayanas. Couples wearing traditional attires of the 10 ASEAN countries and carrying flags of the member nations accompanied the tableau. 150 students from Delhi's Mount Abu Public School also showcased 25 years of India-ASEAN relationship in a dance performance. The ASEAN leaders were in New Delhi to attend the India-ASEAN Summit. Well, from the 10 ASEAN leaders as guests to a Man Ki Baat tableau and a motorbike performance by an all-woman contingent, the Republic Day parade this year saw many firsts. Take a look.
India's military might, culture and diversity was on full display as the country celebrated its 69th Republic Day on Friday. And it was a Republic Day of many firsts. This was the first time President Ramnath Kovind took the salute from various wings of the armed forces. For the first time, the Republic Day parade was attended by 10 heads of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Typically, India has hosted only one guest as part of its Republic Day parade. The ASEAN flag flew high over Rajpath for the first time this Republic Day. It was also for the first time ever that the flypast by the Indian Air Force at the Republic Day parade 38 aircraft including 21 fighters, 12 helicopters and 5 transporters. It also included 4 Dhruv helicopters of Army Aviation Corps. In yet another proud moment this Republic Day, a newly raised all-women bikers contingent of the BSF made its debut on Rajpath. They showcased 16 types of breathtaking stunts including pyramid, fish riding, Shaktiman, bullfighting and Seema Prahari.
Perfect balance, total concentration and absolutely brilliant discipline, the BSF women.
This year, for the first time, a tableau of All India Radio led a series of 23 tableaux during the Republic Day parade. It also featured Prime Minister Narendra Modi's monthly radio address, Man Ki Baat. An income tax department tableau about special anti-black money drive launched post-demonetization was also showcased.
Well, marching contingents, strategic defense weaponry and several colorful tableaux, as you saw, some of them were on display at the parade. India's military might, rich cultural heritage and traditions, and the latest initiatives and achievements were also on display.
With a grand parade showcasing its military and cultural might, India on Friday celebrated its 69th Republic Day. Ahead of the parade, Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tributes to martyrs by laying a wreath at Amar Jawan Jyoti in the presence of Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and the three service chiefs. The Amar Jawan, or the immortal soldier, is symbolized by a reversed rifle standing on its barrel and crested by a soldier's helmet. At Rajpath, Prime Minister Modi received the leaders of 10 ASEAN nations who were the chief guests at the Republic Day function. He then welcomed President Ramnath Kovind. President Kovind unfurled the national flag, after which the national anthem was played with a 21-gun salute. Cabinet ministers including Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, Health Minister JP Nadda, Information and Broadcasting Minister Smriti Irani, Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad and Environment Minister Harsh Vardhan were also present on the occasion. An emotional president awarded India's highest peacetime military decoration, Ashok Chakra, posthumously to Indian Air Force Guard Commando Corporal Jyoti Prakash Nirala, who laid down his life after gunning down two terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir. President Kovind presented the award to Nirala's mother and wife. Tableau of 14 states and 9 central ministries displayed various themes, from the country's rich cultural heritage to the flora and fauna and socio-economic development. The Sports Ministry presented a tableau on its theme Khelo India, while the Income Tax India Department's tableau displayed its Operation Clean Money scheme. The Ministry of Travel Affairs tableau showcased Uchit Dam Hak Se Maan. For the first time, a tableau of All India Radio led the 23 tableau. It featured Prime Minister Narendra Modi's monthly address, Man Ki Baat. The tableau of ex-servicemen marched under the theme Veterans, an Asset to the Nation. A motorcycle contingent of women personnel of the BSF showcased their skills for the first time at the parade. The 27-member BSF Women Daredevil Squad, named Seema Bhavani, performed stunts and acrobatics on 350cc Royal Enfield Bullet motorcycles. A camel contingent of the BSF and columns of 61st Cavalry with 51 heroes was also part of the parade. There was a flypast by Mi-17 and Rudra armed helicopters along with many Indian Air Force aircraft. The contingent from South Central Zone Cultural Centre, Nagpur, presented the Baredi folk dance. Cold weather and dense fog failed to dampen the enthusiasm of thousands of spectators who saw the nearly 1.5-hour-long parade that marched down the 8-kilometer stretch from Rajpath to Red Fort. Meanwhile, breaking from tradition, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took a long walk on Rajpath to greet spectators after the Republic Day parade. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And 18 children, including 7 girls selected for the National Bravery Award 2017, also participated in the parade. 3 children have got the award posthumously. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday presented the awards to the 18 children, 7 of them being girls. While interacting with the awardees, Prime Minister Modi had said that their deeds of bravery inspire other children and often engender a sense of self-confidence among other children.
Posthumous, and the Sanjay Chopra Award for Master Karanbir Singh, Punjab. And all the winners and
And the Indian troops stationed on the borders too celebrated Republic Day. Soldiers of the Indo-Tibetan Police Force, or ITBP, hoisted the flag at 18,000 feet in Ladakh. The ITBP troops, known as Himveers, braved extreme cold conditions at -30 degrees Celsius to hoist the Indian tricolour at the Indo-China border. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that time has come to convert freedom into good governance. In an article published in the Times of India, the Vice President said, and I quote, that Republic Day offers an opportunity for all to reflect and introspect. It also is an opportunity to recognize our innate strengths and take the next big leap forward. We're a young nation with over 2/3 of our population being less than 35 years. We need to enrich this human capital with functional literacy, skill sets, knowledge and attitudes that will enable the country to move on to a higher growth trajectory. The time has come for us to convert Swarajya to Surajya. The economy has been put on a sound foundation, and there has been remarkable progress in creation of an ecosystem for spurring sustained economic growth. We must simultaneously focus our collective attention on our polity, social fabric and delivery of public services, especially education and healthcare services. We must focus on the overall improvement in the quality of life. He also went on to say that there are undoubtedly numerous challenges like ending poverty, illiteracy, urban-rural divide, gender and caste discrimination and other social evils. However formidable these challenges may seem, it is not a mission impossible to overcome them, provided we work, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi keeps reminding us, as Team India, unquote. Now, the flypast by the Indian Air Force was the highlight of the Republic Day parade, with 3 Sukhoi 30 MKI jets forming a trident. It concluded with another Sukhoi 30 MKI carrying out a vertical Charlie maneuver over the saluting dais. We're leaving you with these breathtaking visuals. We'll be back after a break. It's been 68 years since the Indian Constitution came into force. How has our journey been so far? What are our biggest achievements? What challenges lie before us, and how will we overcome them? The big picture, Indian Republic at 68 at 6:30 and 9:30 p.m. on Rajya Sabha TV.
68 साल के सफर के बाद मजबूत इरादे और बुलंद हौसले से कुछ सपने हुए साकार, तो कुछ नहीं ले पाए आकार। कैसे होंगे पूरे भारत के सपने सुनहरे? देखिए भारतीय गणतंत्र के मुद्दे देश देशांतर में आज रात 8:30 बजे सिर्फ राज्यसभा टीवी पर।
Welcome back. Now, for the first time, ASEAN nations adopted a unanimous resolution against hegemonistic designs of China and Pakistan's attitude of supporting terrorism. Without naming the two countries, all ASEAN nations joined hands with India in condemning cross-border terrorism emanating from one country and affecting the other. The resolutions were adopted as Delhi Declaration at the conclusion of the India-ASEAN Commemorative Summit held in Delhi on Thursday. A Delhi Declaration was adopted at the end of the India-ASEAN Commemorative Summit. It includes Indian concerns on cross-border terrorism emanating from Pakistan and supports its stand against Pakistan's policy to fund and shelter terrorists. The declaration further reiterates commitment for a comprehensive approach to combat terrorism, promotes close cooperation in disrupting terrorist networks by countering cross-border movement of fighters and their misuse of internet, including social media, strengthens cooperation to stop terrorism financing efforts, supports efforts to target terrorist groups and sanctuaries, states that there can be no justification for acts of terror on any grounds whatsoever. The ASEAN nations, along with India, also condemn the Chinese attitude in South China Sea. The declaration says that to promote peace in the ASEAN region, the contentious issues must be resolved according to the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. India and the ASEAN nations also pledged to strengthen economic and trade cooperation. The Delhi Declaration says both India and ASEAN can become biggest trade blocs, and to fulfill this dream, they decided to establish the ASEAN-India Trade and Investment Centre to strengthen business-to-business relations. Akhilesh Suman's report for Rajya Sabha TV. And in an innovative diplomatic initiative, India conferred a Padma Shri award to one person from each of the 10 ASEAN countries. The awards mark the India-ASEAN Commemorative Summit to celebrate the completion of 25 years of a relationship. Recipients of the awards include the Malai Haji Abdullah bin Malai Haji Othman of Brunei Darussalam in the medicine category. Hun Mani of Cambodia, the son of former Prime Minister Hun Sen, for his role in public affairs. Nyoman Nuarta, Indonesian sculptor and pioneer of the New Art movement. Bonlap Kyogangna of Laos. Datuk Ramli bin Ibrahim of Malaysia, a classical Odissi dancer. Dr. Than Min Ud of Myanmar, a historian and author. Jose Ma Joey Concepcion III of the Philippines, CEO and President of RFM Corps. Tommy Koh, Ambassador in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Singapore's Somdet Phra Arya Wongsakotayan, the Supreme Patriarch of Thailand. Nguyen Ten Thien, Secretary General of the National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Now on to sports, and in an all-Indian quarter-final match in the Daihatsu Indonesia Masters badminton tournament, Saina Nehwal defeated PV Sindhu 21-13, 21-19 in just 37 minutes to book her place in the semi-finals. Saina dominated the first set from the very beginning and clinched the set by 8 points. Sindhu made a comeback in the second set and took a 5-point lead in the beginning, but Saina turned the game around and clinched the set. This was Saina's second win over second-seeded Sindhu in 3 meetings. She had earlier defeated Sindhu last year at the India Open in New Delhi. Saina will now face fourth-seeded Ratchanok Intanon of Thailand in the semi-finals on Saturday. And now to the Australian Open, and India's Rohan Bopanna and Hungary's Timi Babos entered the mixed doubles final. Bopanna and Babos defeated Brazil's Marcelo de Molina and Maria Jose Martinez Sanchez of Spain 7-5, 5-7, 10-6 in the semi-final clash. The duo will next face Croatia's Mate Pavic and Canadia's Gabriela Dabrowski in the final.
So that will do it. The number 5 seed.
In the men's singles draw, world number 2 Roger Federer of Switzerland made it through to a record 7th Australian Open final after his South Korean rival Hyun Chung retired hurt in the second set of their semi-final clash. Federer won the first set 6-1 and was leading the second 5-2, after which Chung opted to withdraw due to an injury. Federer will next face Marin Cilic in the finals on Sunday, where he will be chasing his second consecutive title. Meanwhile, in the women's doubles title match, Hungary's Timea Babos and Kristina Mladenovic of France defeated the Russian duo Ekaterina Makarova and Elina Vesnina to lift the title. This was Babos and Mladenovic's first Grand Slam title as partners. However, the win was Mladenovic's second major doubles title. Earlier, she won the 2016 French Open crown with compatriot Caroline Garcia. And India defeated Bangladesh by 131 runs in the ICC Under-19 World Cup to enter the semi-finals at Queenstown in New Zealand. Batting first, India scored 265 for the loss of 10 wickets, with Shubham Gill top scoring 86 runs and Abhishek Sharma at 50. India's Under-19 skipper Prithvi Shaw gave a solid start with a 40-run knock. Harvik Desai contributed a crucial 34 in the middle order. Chasing the target, the Bangladeshi team was bundled out for just 134. Bangladeshi opener Pinak Ghosh top scored with 43 runs, but there was little contribution from the rest of the team. Kamlesh Nagarkoti was the pick of the bowlers for the India, taking 3 wickets. Shibam Mavi and Abhishek Sharma took 2 wickets each. That's all we have for you in this bulletin. Thank you for joining us.